I'm out.
That's right. Here we are right there. Okay, Chuck Mantalk, update me on your trade. What'd you do? You short that bottom down? All right.
I shorted it down.
Okay, well, we're
Yes.
putting bottoms in down here in the platform, and that is the fact. I'm going to populate everything here. This is the opening bell. We have a low of 235.19 with a high short of 237.38 on the short side. Mr. Mantalk came out of that short. We're kind of rolling up. You can see here in the level 2 how they're selling down the bid. Now, this side of the market's got to pop over there, and they got to cross each other, and then that would be how you're going to get that 369. Look at the opening bell right here in your platform. You're getting made at that teeny line. Now, another thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go into the brain, and I'm going to have to calculate all of those. So let's let it work itself. You can see the 3-minute buy action bar. Half of that bar is your support on that opening bell. I talked about that IR, Mr. Douglas, about how that spike would be before this market opened up. Yes, I did.
There it is.
So that's the buy action bar. That's the entry. There it is. So he
On
says,
100, eh?
there you go. Isn't that nice? You bounced $2 off the bottom already. So I can tell you right now, they did that bid pop right up to there. What you got to do here now is build off of that price action bar. Here, let's go ahead and blow that up. That's that 3-minute buy action bar. This half of the open bar right here is 236.20, sir.
Profits MCP.
There you go, profits on MCP. Now let that thing walk on up there. That IR's got to get north of 75. If it doesn't, they're going to slide that bid. And that means that that teeny reversal's already in play right now. You can see the top of that wick. So that's the 3, that's the 6 to the teeny line. And guess what he did? He came right in there. Let's get this out of the way. And you can see the sell wick right there. That's called taking SMF profits up there. Because what happened over here is that this has changed and is going in the opposite direction. That's why you have that sell wick. MMTs, and do I make that clear on the opening bell on a 3-minute, 6-minute price action? Slide that bid short right into that teeny line. MMTs, we just started a 9-bar. There's your knife hook teeny up. So you have the qualifier. The thing about it is you must stay above 45 here, and this ratio must go down toward 0. Boy, you'd come all the way back up there. That's not going to happen. But as long as this is showing a firm bottom and you're holding half of that bar, the diamond alert, SMF market maker diamond alert is 237.61 pennies with an IR 60 at that time in that knife hook. Right now you're below 60. You got to get north of 65 to break higher and break those highs. Now you're at 55, but you got to get north of 65. Otherwise you're just going to go through narrow price action, 12-minute consolidation between the public buyer, the public seller, and how to take a market long and how to take a market short. That is the opening bell, 6:39. 9-minute price action starting a 12-bar. 3.38 minutes in this last price action bar and a half bar over here. Not only that, let us not forget the VL1 in the IR column, but more importantly is closing half bar down here is very crucial where my pointer is. And basically what you're going to have is you got a 14.58 ratio gap down, closing half bar below the yesterday's close. That tells you there in the info panel. That's a ratio today that I'm going to have Brian Plain right now go ratio that number out, because that number is going to be the price action ratio as related to price gap down. When you have a number of 14.58, that's $14.58 below the half closing bar over here from yesterday down to the bottom here, that is a number that Brian Plain is going to go work with right now. And then we will conclude the narrow price action range. If you get above 55, you go higher. So when I blow up this 12-minute range, here we go. Let's just do that. We know that each teeny line is 44 pennies in the market maker platform, SMF. We know that you got to get north to 65 to break the highs here. So this bar here is 237.61. You got to close above that. That's half of the full bar. That's that whole price action. That means that this bar has to do that, and it has to set up. And you're above 65. Now you got to run north to 99, and you'll let the next turn validate itself here. The ratio, if it goes below 2, as it is right now, you're going to have stronger price action there. Look at that, minus 1.94, below 2. That's why you're going up in price. Wow, my name is SMF MMT Market Maker. Wow, look at that price go higher. Wow, look at that thing just went up to 100 on the IR. Isn't that nice how to get that teeny price action? And you know what? That's about 5 teenies. That's about a $2 move in that 3-minute price action bar. Well, here, let's look over the VO1 column. $2.09. $2.09. Right there in that one bar. From there to there. So, right now, that's how that buy action works. MMT Doug. Ratio is contracting. It's going and it's making it's going in the right direction with support. The market maker is making a market with the public, and as long as they can keep that move going, they're going to get that bottom up spread, everything we said in pre-market. Now MMTs, Mr. Mantalk, Mr. Sean, Mr. Beard, Mr. Scotty Schubeck, do you guys see the turn of that price action, yes or no?
You betcha.
Yes.
And Doug, I was saying you get in right there at that bar and you would get elevated and you would let it run. Did I not say that, MMTs? That is the price action breakout. That's a nice entry. You can see why it's going to do what it's going to do. Within the price action of the public buyer and seller, that is the public buy and sell side model to the exchange model. And right now, we'll let it walk itself up. As long as this is elevated, there's no need to sell into the live price action move. This is a 15-minute bar, MMTs. Now, the trick to holding this area in this teeny area, that thing better stay above 85. And as long as it does, you'll have a 9-minute price action consolidation. You'd like to see them consolidate and move up in the teeny to the high end as it is now, MMT. And as long as you pull back to 85-bit bounce, the longer you can stay here at 199, the more teenies up. The minute that it starts to turn, you'll be selling into it. And this is that 15-minute buy action bar, MMT. We are live right in the middle of making that market with the buy side who? Buy side who? The public model, MMTs, and the shorts are coming out in these expansion bars on the opening bell. So the people that were trying to short the move in here are getting squeezed in this 3 bar and that 6 bar. And once again, if you fall below 85, you need to be selling into it. It must get back 85 toward 100. Okay, this must keep contracting right here at the current ratio entry. As long as that's going below 1.60, then we will break and close up toward the high of the teenies. We're in this one live. Does anybody have a question? Any of the MMTs? Sean, do you have a question right here? You're watching that price action? You're watching how that thing is coming back and thromboning? Yes or no, sir?
Yes.
All right,
absolutely.
so there's no need to sell, is there?
Nope.
You just let it run, right? And that's
Yes.
that 3-6. There's the 3. There's that 3-minute price action bar. You're thromboning up there and you let that thing run. Isn't that what you do? How about that, Mr. Mantalk? How about walking that dog? How about this ratio number coming way down off of 2.36, which equaled 37 point what? 718 minus $16.48 down here. And isn't minus that right now? We are burning in that price action. This is live entries with the MMTs. How do you view this one now, Doug? Are you learning what the IR is, yes or no?
Yeah.
Are you learning that ratio, yes or no, relative to that stock breakout?
I'm watching it.
Well, no, you'll be trading them. See
Oh,
what
I'm
happened?
trading it. I'm long, yeah.
So you're long the name. So what we got to do now is we got to stay above 85. That's nice of you to tell me you're long, because that means you're doing the right thing. So if you're long, you got to continue to see the elevation. 91 back to 100. This is the half bar right here, 239.91 pennies. Live entry with Doug, Sean, Scotty, and everyone else. The famous 369. We have a new person in the trial. What's your Samuel? Are you paying attention?
Yes, sir.
And what are you witnessing right now in your free 5-day trial on the opening bell? Time is 6:46 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Date 4/26/2011. What are you witnessing right now in the price action, Samuel?
It's running up, just like you said.
All right. So do you think being a market maker is probably better, Samuel, than the public model, sir, for the 15 minutes you've been here in price action? Yes or no?
Most definitely, yes.
Do you see the value in it in 15 minutes?
Yes,
So
I do.
let me show you what's going to happen right here. To stay long, this has got to get back above 85. 75 here, if it breaks below it, this half bar is 91 cents. They're above this half bar. See, down here, 239.91. So that means that the elevation here on the pullback will support that half price action bar, Samuel. Does that make sense to you, sir? But you must stay elevated above 75. Does that make sense to you? Because that means that there's still a little bit of juice in it. And if it holds that and this reverses sharply, you would break higher, just like we did in the 369. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
All right, that's nice. You've been a public trader for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, a while ago I've been out of the market, but
All right.
I want to get back into it.
Well, good. Now watch the half bar, Samuel. This is the half bar down here in this row. And these are diamond alerts. Now, the thing about it is the move is starting to get a little bit weak. It has to stay at 75 or higher, Samuel. Otherwise, it's going to break below this half bar. Because it will. You hear me?
Yes.
And if it consolidates and turns around quickly, then it's going to bounce in the price action. So, welcome to Samuel in the free 5-day trial. This is his first opening bell. He did make a comment coming to the live trading room today that he did watch the after hours trade on NFLX earnings last night. And all of this big gap down and all of that's related to that. Now we're making a market between the public. So everybody knows that on the opening bell, special preview, NFLX, first 18 minutes of price action of the opening bell, going on 21 naturally. Double diamond reversal alert, below 75. Ratio is not going below 150 here. That means the move is going to be weak. And taking profits and then getting another entry, if we do hold the half bar, is the right thing to do. Good job to the MMTs.